One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say.
Old friend. Patron of the great clan Battlepole. Name I'm sure you know well.
Shoot her! I'll smash her head! Is that your best? It's nothing. Be careful without you.
Perhaps I see only darkness, because the world itself is doomed.
Be careful! Something you need, you miserable wretch. Ah, yes. Here, take a look at this. Milk drinker. What are you gawking at?
Oh, did you need something?
Excuse me, Sarah, but would you like to have your fortune told? Wonderful. However, do not mistake my craft for a sleight of hand, but rather an opportunity, one that can be bought for a single septim. Excellent. You will not be disappointed, for this is a new beginning, and what is a beginning but a promise of more to come? Let us not be impatient, for this story can begin any number of ways. A childhood whim, a divine plan, or maybe one man's innocent mistake. Oftentimes it isn't important how it begins, or even why. Just that it does. For you, this gold piece is that marker, the starting point. Where it goes from here, that is for you to decide. On the contrary, not every choice is yours to make. Remember that your piece is just one of many. Others will make their own choices. Some of them head for a campfire to the west, where hunters gather to rest. An important meeting is about to take place there. You will do well not to miss it. Oh, and one other thing. This gold piece, this marker you have given me, I do not plan to spend it until you are finished. And if by chance, at the conclusion of your journey, you feel the price was unwarranted, then I will return it to you. The end will be yours to keep.
Shoot him! I'll smash his head.
You're a creep. You're as good as dead.
A calm spirit provides the best counsel.
Don't you see it doesn't matter? Stormcloak or Imperial, it's the King's mood that will decide who rules Skyrim.
So what? The mood is just empty theater. Did anyone think Toreg wouldn't be High King when Islod died? The outcome would be a formality.
Only because we haven't had a true challenger. But the first descendant of Ysgramor since Borges. That changes everything. These pretenders can sit on the throne. They can even wear the jagged crown, but it belongs to her.
Do you think this child will be like Martin Septim and transform into a dragon? How do we even know she has what it takes?
We don't. Blood does not guarantee wisdom. But it can unite the people under a single banner, and right now, that is what Skyrim needs.
And can you prove this girl is who you say?
The attempts on her life is proof enough.
Proof of something, yes. Whether it is the purity of her blood, or the skill of her tongue, that remains to be seen. Forge the axe with her blood. Slay the beast who cannot be slain. Then talk.
You! Are you really the one? Are you Dragonborn? I knew it! They speak of your prowess from the forests of Riften to the hills of Markarth. But, one can never be sure if they are idle boasts. You fit the description. Both of the people and the song. Still, you being here, sure as bones, it can only be the work of the gods. Yes, as hard as it may be to believe sometimes, we must all take things on faith. I only wish Karis would do the same. I don't know how much you overheard, but we are on a quest to restore the blood of Ysgramor to the throne. But it takes more than a rightful claim. We need an army loyal to our cause. And to convince them, we must first find proof that it is a just one. Believe it or not, working at a brothel, but not as a courtesan, although it would have been expected of her when she came of age. Fortunately, the Divines willed that we find her first. Not that it wasn't without its difficulties. We had to retrace the steps of a long-dead king, and rely on oral history as opposed to recorded archives. Which is why many, like Karis, doubt the validity of her claim. Yet legend speaks of a way to prove her blood. Karis, a former Imperial soldier, but the leader of a growing faction who are loyal to neither the Stormcloaks nor the Empire. Like many in this war, they despise the political maneuvering and thirst for power that plague both sides. What they want is to serve a cause that is noble. A ritual to prove one's blood. Legend has it that the old Atmorans would prove one's lineage by reforging the blades of their ancestors. As the blade was quenched in one's own blood, they say only a true heir could restore the weapon to its original edge. However, in the case of royalty, the legend goes a step further. They speak of a great dragon with fangs as hard as Stalin, and only one with Ysgramor's valor can slay it. I understand your reluctance, but this is bigger than the both of us. The stability of Skyrim for the entire era is at stake. I trust you will do what is right. Valatiel will guide you. You can seek the healer's help as well, but his role is for the ritual, as to quench a blade requires an ocean of blood. Falafel!
Yes, my thing?
Inform the Dragonborn of what we know regarding the axe.
As you command, my Thane. Greetings, Dragonborn. I'm Falatild, housecarl to Thane Larsden. Sorry for the short introduction, but we don't have time for pleasantries. Old habits. Let me get to the point. We've obtained a clue as to the whereabouts of the axe. It's a historical journal detailing information on the burial of Nord kin, primarily those who were born under less than ideal circumstances.
In other words, it's a mausoleum for royal bastards. Quite fitting, considering our queen is the same. With all due respect.
Don't apologize to me, my Thane. But as I was saying, it makes sense that the axe would be buried with the people for whom it was designed. The bastards, as my Thane so eloquently put it. As for the journal, it was said to be at the College of Winterhold in their special archives. No. As a matter of fact, we already hired a thief to steal it. Problem is, she double-crossed us and fenced the journal. So our first task is to interrogate the thief. She's currently being held in Castle Dower Dungeon. For murder. Framed most likely by whoever bought her out, and now she's about to be silenced. Which means we need to hurry and meet with her before the executioner does. I believe my Thane left out one detail. This axe is not just handed down from the ancestors of Borgas. It is forged from his very bones, and its blade can only be quenched by the blood of his kin. Yes, but a skeleton has many bones, and they all look alike. A bone was stolen, switched with a nameless one by those loyal to Ysgramor's kin. That bone was forged into a weapon, so his descendants could one day avenge him. For the second part of the legend says this: when the hunt was finished, only one remained, a beast, and only a king's blade can slay it. He once served under Balgruf the Greater. Like the Jarl, he didn't want to take sides. Unlike the Jarl, he was compelled to take action. He can be overzealous at times, but I like to believe that as long as I'm by his side, no harm can come to him. Yes, when two people travel together, it's almost inevitable. It hasn't weakened his resolve, though. Quite the contrary. I was hunting a saber cat. The cat, as it turns out, was hunting the Thane. Fortunately, I was faster. His spells are powerful, but his allegiance is to the Empire. I don't think we should trust him, but the Thane begs to differ.
A sharp mind cuts deeper than any sword.
Unfortunately, as this mission has many moving parts, I have duties elsewhere. But good luck, and the both of you, stay safe.
Wait, hold on, Dragonborn. I think it's best you go in there alone. She doesn't know you, and it'll come as less of a threat. Does it matter? We both have the same goal, and this is the best way to achieve it. All we need to find out is who she sold the journal to. I'll meet you back here when you're finished.
Hello, friend.
Help me, please. I've done nothing wrong. You can't do this. They're going to execute me. I'm innocent. You have to help me. Well, that was easy. Cry for help and the White Knights come running to the rescue. Of course, I could have been out of here days ago, but I figured I'd wait for some hero to help me distract the guards. That's where you come in. Oh, works for me, Sunshine. Got a better chance going through you than Ottar's axe. So draw your weapon or shut up. I'm getting out of here. If you aren't going to help, then stay and keep Yartor company.
Filthy sons of workers.
Who's asking? Seems to me the only thing I know is get you killed for saying it. So I guess what it comes down to is this. You need me, and I sort of need you, but not really. Want my help? It's gonna cost you. Don't want my help? It's gonna cost you more. Because I'm getting out of here one way or another, and I suggest you make it easier on the both of us. It's as good as giving me the key. But I can't just walk out of here dressed like this. We have to get my stuff, too. There's the passageway 2 cells down. I can tell by the way the air comes through the wall. Probably got a shadow mark on it, too. You go head off the guard and just keep flapping your gums. Then follow me down the passageway.
So, how does it feel to be an Imperial Legion soldier?
You know, the law here in Solitude can be a bit flexible. So long as you've got the gold. That's the way the Thieves Guild likes it. What is it? Dragons? Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
Alright, got my gear, and my picks. But let's not start polishing each other's daggers just yet. Still gotta find our way topside. Yes! Freedom! Smell that fresh air? Finally, I've got enough space to stretch my arms right into someone's pocket. Not yours, though. You've proven more than resourceful, and if we work together, you might prove invaluable as well. The name's Morndus, like the day. Give me enough time and I'll steal the other 6. About the journal? Yeah, I stole it. So what? Someone pays me to steal something, I steal it for them. No way. That's bad for business, and a good way to get yourself killed. It's hard enough escaping the guard. Look, I'm pretty awful with voices, for a blind girl anyway, so I have a system. I told them to have a man waiting for me at the docks. He'd have a satchel with 3 stones inside, and a coin purse with my payment. Then I lift the purse and put the journal in the satchel. So I did my job. But I'll tell you what, why don't you take me to your boss? Let's sort this out, one way or the other.
Yes, Dovahkiin. How can I help you?
Thank you again for protecting me. No one's ever done anything like that for me before.
Speak.
What is it?
You may not remember me, but you'll remember Thane Larsden. Come.
Gods, no! This ends now!
Do your worst!
What makes this smell?
How are your students coming along?
Passably.
Good. Everyone's here.
None of the others
And you
can
even
hold a
brought the
candle to
thief.
her. Especially
Excellent.
not that wretched Ildi.
The thief wants to know what in oblivion this is all about. The job was taken care of weeks ago.
Is that so? Because we wouldn't be having this conversation if you did.
Whatever. I'm only responsible for two things. Stealing your item and making sure your man pays me. All the other stuff is your job.
You flippant little wretch. Do you even realize what you've done? You've jeopardized the very future of this province!
Easy, love. Anger will do us no good at this point.
Fine. But I was waiting at the docks for you. I still have both the coin purse and the satchel, and I never saw you once. However, let's say, for a moment, that you're telling the truth. This man you speak of, I suppose you wouldn't know what he looked like?
He kept his coin purse on his right hip. By the way it sagged, it probably was about a week away from splitting. He was about your height, but he had short strides and a bad knee. Maybe from fighting, but probably from age. But yeah, I haven't the slightest clue what he looked like.
Then what good are you?
My Thane, this wasn't a total loss. We know someone is shadowing us, or perhaps even has someone on the inside. It's too bad you're blind, thief. All we really needed was someone to read the journal. That's where the value lies.
Yeah, well, I can't be blamed for that. Although your lover might find a way.
Damn, these wretched thieves. If only we could operate out in the open. In any case, I need another favor. A small one, this time. I hired 2 adventurers to help us with extracting the axe. Friends of yours, I believe. They both came highly recommended. I sent them off on an errand to the local blacksmith. It would save me time if the 4 of you could check on one final lead. I was traveling through Rorikstead when I heard word of a disaffected Stormcloak living at the inn. She told me a story about Orphan Rock. Probably nothing. But if there is a Nord ruin there, it's worth investigating. I'm afraid I have no choice but to take the thief at her word. The description is vague, but it may match someone in our group. Remember, not a word of this should be spoken to anyone. Take Falatil with you. Should you succeed, she'll know where to find me.
A bottle of spiced wine for you, Atar?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm still feeling sick.
Skion, think about it for a second. You're a bard, right? What's more precious to a bard than his hands?
Well, in my case, it would be my face, which is precisely why I don't like helmets. But I see what you're getting at. No hands, no music.
Exactly. And a bound sword is so much more comfortable in your palm. It's like holding a cloud, if clouds were sharp and made to cut people.
Yeah, except you have to be a mage to wield one. What do you think of this mace? Seems fairly balanced.
How should I know? They all look the same to me. And by that I mean extremely heavy. Hey, I was wondering when you would show up. I bet you didn't expect to see me here, given how much I loathe politics. But I assure you, I am acting strictly in my own interests. So what if Thane Larsen wants to overthrow everything? I mean, it's not like the Thalmor gave me a better offer.
You two know each other. Small world. But seeing as I'm at the center of it, it's natural for all of you to gravitate toward me. Anyways, we're finished here. Doesn't look like there's anything that's better than what we already have. So, do we know where we're headed next? Supposedly there's some barrow somewhere full of things that only I can kill. Life is full of perilous undertakings. It's like betting a large woman. Scary as it sounds, sometimes it's worth it just to say you've done it. Although make sure you never try to lift one. My back still hasn't recovered from that one time. Anyways, I guess it doesn't matter where we're going, since you're leading the way. Just be sure to take plenty of breaks.
It shouldn't take us more than a couple days to reach Riverwood, even on foot. We should spend the night there and head for Orphan Rock in the morning.
Right, because the last thing we want to do is walk into a haunted Nord ruin at night. Seems to me that's the best way to avoid ghosts. Well, the imaginary ones anyway. The real ones don't really care what time it is.
This would be so much easier if Helgen wasn't burned to the ground. You know, I didn't really mind the dragons all that much until they started inconveniencing me.
You're nothing
Welcome.
but trouble.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Orgnar. Orgnar. Are you listening? The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me? I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon. You're that visitor been poking around. We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood.
I'm glad to assist you in any way I can. But there is something you could do for me.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I'll try and make it quick.
Yes? What do you want?
I've never seen them before, but look, what do they have in common?
You mean besides the fact that they're all wearing matching outfits?
They're all Nords.
And
It seems our enemies finally have a face. What's wrong? You look troubled by something.
I never meant to hurt her. It just
So
happened.
tonight it was your turn. I should have warned you, but I was hoping you'd be spared. Thane Larsden says the dreams are a lesson. That the choices we are asked to make show us the price of success. What do you think it meant, this dream of yours? I sacrificed my old life for this one, but it was out of love. If I had to sacrifice my body, it would likely be for the same cause. I don't know how it is for you, but all these heavy things, war, life, death, they all seem trivial in comparison. We're fine, but we can't delay. The appearance of these assassins means we're on the right track. We should depart for Orphan Rock immediately.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful.
That god was past. Lord is caught. Will have gotten away. Was because he took an arrow to his knee. That god was past.
Thank you so much for helping.
I thought I had footsteps. I'm not afraid of you. You made a big mistake. Don't try any magic tricks on me, bastard. Now I'm gonna get you. Now I'm gonna get you.
our party is balanced enough? I mean, Falatilda's a ranger, but it would have been nice to take Valdis along.
While we aren't fighting in the war, we're technically rebels. The healer doesn't wish to choose sides or silver. Like us to believe.
Sounds like you don't trust him.
I don't think we're in a position to trust anyone. Something my Thane often forgets when in the healer's company.
You're not jealous of him, are you?
Don't be absurd. Let's keep moving. If we do find our way inside, there will likely be something waiting for us. Look, fresh corpses. They're wearing the same garb as those assassins.
I've got an idea. Why don't we wait for them to retrieve the axe first? And then just take it from whoever comes running out of the cave.
We don't know if any of them survived. Let's press on. We don't know if any of them survived. Let's press on. Look, down there. A camp. A week's worth of supplies by the looks of it. Let's see if we can find any information about these assassins.
Make it quick. Just like all the others, another bloody draw. Hume said his arm was tired from playing the lute all day, so he backed out and screamed for the guard. He also said his poem was only half finished or something, and that our bard duel wasn't over. At that point, I just tuned him out. About time.
It looks like these barrels are empty. The sacks don't have much in terms of food. So either they've abandoned this pursuit, which I doubt, or they're coming back with reinforcements. What did you find? Let me see that. The blood of Skyrim? Our foe now has a face and a name. In any case, the graveyard is probably on the other side of that wall.
And where is this axe going to be? Don't tell me we're going to have to dig up coffins.
I don't know, but I have a feeling that's the least of our worries.
Probably just the wind.
Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I? Did you hear that noise? Wonder what it was.
A chance!
Thanks for having my back.
And that.
Is someone there?
Big mistake. Shoot him. And stab him.
Ooh, I think I hurt my finger. Not from that fight. Trolls, blood. Look at this place.
Wisps, skeletons, and headstones. I think I need to raise my rates.
Where do you think the axe is?
There'll be plenty of time to look after we've cleared this place. Ready your arms.
Guess that's the last of them.
What was that?
You are as good as dead. You don't scare me. strange.
By Lorcan's eyes! We've done it! After all this time, the axe of the bastard kings! I just wish my Thane were here to share this moment. I'm sorry. I should be thinking ahead. You're right about the assassins. Perhaps the girl mentioned in the journal will offer more clues. As for you, here's a reward. It's a good bow, and it served me well while I was Thane Larsden's housecarl. I hope it serves you just as faithfully until next we meet.
If the Dragonborn gets your bow, what do I get? Aside from your undying love.
If I recall correctly, the both of you were paid in advance, but I'm sure the Thane will find a way to compensate you if you wish to help us further.
I don't think so. This was fun, but I feel a nice warm fire calling me back to the Four Shields. Not to mention Juliet Levine. The poor girl is probably a wreck given how long it's been since she's last seen my face. What about you, Elf? Where are you headed next?
Well, I was going to follow you, but not if you're going to spend all day staring at fires and curvy wenches. I could do that at home, conceivably.
Not every adventure happens in some moldy old cave.
You keep saying that, but people at the Four Shields tend to just mope around, drink, and feel miserable. That's not my idea of an adventure.
You just have to appreciate part of the inn that has me in it.